Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here. The start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was brought down by Josh.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
46-yard line.
Second down at 5. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Wentz's pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Jeffrey's got it. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 48 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And his throw here is incomplete. First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
At their own 21.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle made by Brandon Graham. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He may try and run for this. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Running with Kamara. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
By Brandon Graham.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tuck it and run. And he has There's another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. They're in there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 in the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Kamara again.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Eagles nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
He was taken down behind.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
offense on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete.
The pass.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. With it is Jackson. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 4.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and 5. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
24-yard gain.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
Made at the 6-yard line. First and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run. It's Sanders. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
6 yards.
Going for it with Sanders. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw again. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith.
The pass.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 39.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so. And that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
Here's a first down throw. It's complete. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 40-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this one's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
The pass.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 11. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackler.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
It's 4th down.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In the 1 o'clock games, the one that catches the eye happens in Big D at AT&T Stadium, a tough test for the Cowboys as they'll face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Carolina Panthers. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring, a tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10 at their own.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On second down now, it's Sanders. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On play action, they'll throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On the ground, Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Kamara. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rodney McLeod drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Maher is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Saints 10, Eagles nothing.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's a gain of...
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
First and 10. Here's Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Working from the gun. Wentz. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10 to 3.
Eagles 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The busy night continues for Kamara.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. Room here to run. Breaks through the contact. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
The pass.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
2nd and 2. At the 20.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Cook has it, left side.
The pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Very good. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7.
Now Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Kamara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trip. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, to power his way forward.
Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. That one goes for 30 yards. Hey, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing now is Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. Not much there, only a yard. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
6-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, his pass caught at the 4.
Wentz's pass.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Wentz to throw again. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Saints will have the football back. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Running with Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Tonight,
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for New Orleans, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.